Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. Today I'm going to show you a macro count on Joe USDT. The most exchange volume is on Binance, and I'm trading on BitGet, so I'll be showing you both counts. They're a little bit conflicting just in the last week, but I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So first of all, since inception here, this was the oldest chart I could find. We have ABC down in a 335. We could have had a little higher, but targets hit pretty well. So I'm assuming this is the correct count. So we have 3 coming down. And we have our B wave and our C wave in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a ending diagonal here, as you can see. And we hit right between the 1.618 and the 1.764, which is where I'd expect a extended C wave, and that's on log scale. After that, we had a 3-wave move, A, B, C. Our A retraced to the 0.618, pretty much to the tick there, and we took off, and I have our high here at the 1.382 for our C wave. That's just the way it counts best. You see a 1, 2, 3, and then 5 there. And after that, have a complex correction. We have a flat, expanded flat, our X wave, and then a zigzag for our Y. So that takes us to where we are now. As you can see, we had divergence here between the 4th and the 5th in our C wave, which is ideal for a bottoming pattern. And currently off this first ABC, which would be a larger A or X wave, we're currently right between the 0.618 and the 786 of this move here. And as you can see, we're impulsing to the upside. As of right now, I'm looking for another ABC to the upside for a complex correction complete as a WXY. Throw that label on for you. Like so. Now on our W wave, our first ABC, we came up and came through the 50, but we didn't come up to the 618. So I'm expecting targets at the 1-to-1 just above the 618 and as high as the 1.618 if this ends up being a C wave and we get 5 out of it. Obviously we won't know till we get it, but if we did get a C wave, we'd be looking for higher highs up here. So that's where I have us on the Binance count. Now going in closer here, down to the hourly off the bottom. There's quite a bit of chop here. I have this as a 1, 2 leading diagonal, 1, 2 over here. This is a running flat. I checked all the measurements. Let's hit the 0.618 to validate our minimum requirement right here as our A, B, C. So that works. Couldn't get 5 out of this. I mean, you could make it an expanded, I guess, but it looked like 3. So I have this as a B, C. Looks like we have 5 here. Looks like we have 5 here. So A, B, C. So where does that leave us currently? We have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, working on our 4th of our 3rd wave. See, we haven't hit the divergence yet on the 1 hour, so I'd look for divergence on this 3rd wave here coming up shortly. Now going in even deeper, so our 3rd of the 3rd hit the 2.618. It's pretty hard to target from here. Expecting this is either complete or completing down at the 618 of this wave. Pretty deep retracement. This can turn into a lot of different things. If we get another zigzag down here. This could easily turn into a triangle before we go higher, but we'll have to wait and see. As of now, it would be a flat, a 335 if we complete shortly. But as for targeting, I'm trying to figure out the targets here for the fifth wave. Once we get an impulsive move to the upside, I'll be able to target that a little better. But somewhere between the 3.236 and 3.618 is what I'm looking for our completed third before our fourth and fifth. So as you can see, we didn't make a new high here. And now I'll show you what that looks like on BitGet. See, on BitGet, we did make a new high. So I have this as a flat, looking for 5 to complete here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially one more low. The 1-to-1 A to C is at 27.66 cents and 28 on linear. And that can go as far as the 1.236 or 382. Now from my one, the impulse is invalidated at 24.446 cents. That's where we'd have overlap between our 3 and our 4, and that would invalidate the count. So quite a wide range currently. If you're going to enter here, we're talking about 15% potential drop. So as of right now, let's look at my BitGet counts. Sorry, back to Binance. So the areas I expect this wave to finish, if this is an ABC, is between the 618 and the 786 of this wave. We have a lot of resistance up in this area, as you can see, and that's where I would look for my pivot, eventually looking for targets at $1.03 up here. That would be the 1-to-1 from here. But I'll look to take profit up in this area, and I'll make sure to update these charts as they go. So right now, going off the BitGet exchange, I'm playing this as a flat. The only other way would be if on Binance it was a if it was a truncation, and this would just be our A leg to start. But as you can see, we have 3 waves. It's very clear. 3 waves up. That hits the 0.618. I checked it earlier just to verify. So we're looking for 5 down to complete our flat before we take off. If you're looking to get in this, you can get down to the 5 or 15 minute level. Wait for the impulse to start. See a small 5 waves. Anywhere in this area, wait for an impulse to start. Look for a sideways correction. Try and get between the 382 and the 618 of this wave, and stop would go at the low. Now that's the way to get the highest leverage available. That's what I like to do. And we'd be targeting clearly new highs. That's how you get like the 5 to 15 to 1 risk rewards. Because as of right now, if you were to enter just on a swing trade, obviously you'd have to put your invalidation at the invalidation level as your stop, and you'd enter here, and you'd get like 3 to 1. So a big difference. So that's why I take trades that are very aggressive in every opportunity. So I can get the highest position size available and the best risk reward, although it does bring my win rate down, just so you are aware. So if you're more risk adverse, you can go at the invalidation level there and only risk ever 1% of your account. So that's what I'm looking for now, guys, on Joe. And you can also see we hit different targets. We hit just shy of the 2.236 on Binance, or sorry, on BitGet. And on Binance, we actually hit the 2.618. So quite a bit of discrepancy between these two counts, but they both look like flats. This one looks like a potential running flat, and this one looks like a regular flat. So both ways, upside looks like it's coming. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I've been scanning all the BitGet charts to look for the best opportunities. This one popped up and it looks really good to me. Very easy stop areas, or wait for the impulse to begin down at the 5 minute or the 15, and you can set up your trade from there. Indications I use, these aren't hard rules or anything, just guidelines, is I will usually make a trend line of the last smaller wave. These just add to your probabilities. You can wait for that to break to the upside. We get our wave down here, wait for that to break, and look for consolidation above. You can put your stop at that low, and we should be off to the races after that. So that's the two ways to trade it. I'm not in yet. I'm going to wait for that just so I can get the largest position size possible with a tight stop. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And thanks for watching, guys.